Hello, everyone. Welcome to the book launch of Karachi Atiya's illustrated children's book titled Akara Boy. Oh, what a title! I'm sure that a lot of you are wondering what's this book about? What are the illustrations in the book? What did Karachi have in mind when she did it? So you're going to find out this and more. So get ready for a wonderful session. Welcome once again. So those of you that are, um, not at home, I just want to remind you, wear your mask, exercise all protocols because the COVID-19 pandemic is still on while we pray for it to go. Okay, so stay safe, wear your mask. So please tell me, say your name in the chat section of YouTube. Just start chatting. Tell me how you know Karachi. Tell us how you know Karachi and who Karachi is. Now, I'm going to acknowledge the first person that got on YouTube, Janet Ayokunle, and she said, so excited for you, ma'am. Thanks for joining early. It's something of you joining in, and it's fantastic. So thank you, everyone. We can see your congratulatory messages. So why don't you tell us, how do you know Karachi? And who is Karachi? And while you're doing that in the chat box, permit me to read a very short summary of the author's bio. Of course, if you want to read Karachi's profile in full, I haven't timed it yet, but believe me, we won't go away too soon. So, Karachi Atiya is a creative content producer, having invested about 20 years in the educational sector. She's a go-to trainer for schools and teachers and has a vast experience in producing memorable entertainment experiences for children. She's a proud thespian and a curator of music, food, drink, and art events. She is also the co-executive producer of ITK with a number of successful shows on Mnet and Netflix, and she writes scripts for TV and film. It would interest you to know that having scripted the very well-known KKB show stories, she's a consummate children's theater producer and director. She is married to Dimbo Atiya, and this is her first book. So can we have some virtual claps for Karachi Atiya? I can see your comments. Everyone is buzzing. I can see Chiamaka says, Karachi is my cousin. I'm so excited. Karachi is my best friend, and I'm so excited. So let me pose too. Okay, so we have a lot of guests that have joined us. All of you are special. But permit me to just read out a list of some special guests that have joined online. And guess what? It's the new normal. We have a book launch, but we're sitting in different locations all over the world. And we're here to celebrate our author, Karachi Atiya. So let us welcome with virtual hand claps. Okay, I'll just be fast in reading out the list so that we can go on with the full program. We have Mrs. Omobolanle Edwards, who is the Managing Director, Proud African Roots, aka Grandma Rura. We also have Mr. Ugochukwu Oche, UK Amazon Consultant, Book and Content. Okay, we have Dr. Abiye Alamina, Managing Director of Urban Media, Printers of the Book. Executive producer of Baggy Child Entertainment and convener of Tarua, creative director of Lagos Theatre Festival. We have teachers and pupils of St. Saviour's School. We have teachers and children of Salma Safe Hands School, Enugu. We have teachers and children of Tenderville School, Lekki Phase 1. We have teachers and children of RA International School, Bonny Islands. Our landlords, actually, if you know what I mean. And then we have Bears, Nigeria's foremost alternative soul singer, writer, and composer. Of course, he's the, should I reveal it now? You hear. Then we have Mr. Richard White, RA International School Head. We have Mrs. Fatima Mai Borno, educationist, wife of the Deputy Managing Director, NLNG. We also have Mrs. Oma Atta, business owner, life and health enthusiast, and wife of the Managing Director, NLNG, Mr. Tony Atta. We have Mr. Adeleye Falade, mentor and uncle to the author, General Manager, Production, NLNG. Mrs. Doreen Ihemadu, I'm going to dance for her. Do you know why? That's the author's mom. She is the secretary. She works in the secretariat to the federal government office, retired mother to the author. So special claps for Auntie Doreen. Dimbo Atiya, also special claps, is the executive producer, ITK, and our dear husband. When I say our, of course, you know what I mean, Karachi's husband. Now, we also say a special welcome to the NLNG RA community of parents, children, and friends. If you're from RA school, why don't you say something in the YouTube chat? Just say, I'm a proud, blah, 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 I'm connected, Karachi. I'm seeing the chat room really buzzing. And guess what? Everyone, put your hands together for yourselves, wherever you are, you're all welcome. Okay, so permit me
I'm eating Akara, just like the Akara Boy.
Welcome to Lagos, the city of the brave at heart, where sleep is scarce and dreams are built by those who work at it relentlessly. Welcome to Lagos, and take a moment to enjoy the wonderful soundtrack of car horns and prayer calls. Welcome to Lagos, the city where our street food is the best in the world.
I did. Also, I don't go your normal dog. No problem. Keep for Akara, one bread here. Okay, no problem. I will do that. No pay. No brother. I did it. Eh, where are they? How far? How they know? Okay, give it. How far? How many come? Give Akara. One, yeah, delay. I go make sure they are doing well for you. No, I didn't say you are for you. No. Bro. Hey, Mr. Lecturer, how you doing now? How they going to go? Hey, look, I say you.
I can't start my day without my fresh, sweet, hot Akara.
How much you want buy, Mr. Lecturer? I beg my money, oh, I beg you. Eh? Akara 150. Oh, yeah, delay. 150. Internet, I go put one for you. You know say you don't take away, you don't judge this Akara. I go put 50 for you. 150 abi.
We wrap our Akara in newspaper for it to soak the extra oil. Fit fountain. Thank you.
Internet, Jonah, which one you want?
Bread 100. Give me
100.
this one.
This
Yes.
one. Internet, Jonah. I say, if they hope you are dead now, Internet, Jonah, do something, yo. Lecture. Lecture.
From the hard-working man on the street to the homes where our little ones reside, the aroma of hot akara is sure to awaken the senses and announce that a new day has dawned.
Mom, are you making what I think you are making?
What do you think I'm making?
Is it something that starts A and goes to something that starts O? Thank you.
Fibi! Fibi, come here!
Welcome back, everyone, and apologies for that break in transmission. But guess what? Did you enjoy the video, These Lagos Streets? Hot Akara. So Karachi was the voice actor in that short video, and she said something. She said one very interesting about Lagos is the street food, hot akara. So in the comment section, who can tell me if they've eaten akara off the streets in Lagos? You know, not everybody is an ajebo, and even the ajebos actually buy things like akara, boli, dundun, and co on the streets. So who likes akara and who has bought akara on Lagos streets? So just drop your comments in the YouTube section. So, like I was saying, we're going to read out the synopsis of Akara Boy. So, listen. When Fibi made an Akara Boy on a quiet morning, she was not ready for what happened next. Run with Akara Boy as he explores the fun and dangerous streets of Lagos, Nigeria. Go on the colorful adventure with him and enjoy the vibrant yet nostalgic route on the way. So to kick off things in a fun way, here is Bez and his son singing the Akara Boy theme song. Let's go.
This is a story about a boy, a very, very special boy. He wanted to be free. There was so much he could see. He wants to run around the world, see all the places in the world. But all he had was a song, and everybody sang along. Fast as you can catch me, I'm the Akara Boy. Run, as fast as you can catch me, I'm the Akara Boy. Run, as fast as you can catch me, I'm the Akara Boy. Run, as fast as you can catch me, I'm the
Akara Boy. Did you hear Bears and his son singing that? That was lovely and so creative. Sorry, I cannot sing the song. I will learn it later and then sing the song, okay? But it's a really nice song. So thank you, Bears. That was a very nice one. Now, let me just tell you that Karachi is very special, like some of you already know. And we had people that recorded congratulatory messages for Karachi. So let's just listen and watch the congratulatory messages. And please, as you're listening, why don't you drop your own special congratulatory message in the chat room? So please tell us what you want to say to Karachi. Just something nice that we can actually post online with your permission, but just say something nice, okay? So let's get the congratulatory messages from Alex Onyekum, Ruth Egbe, Olga Oresanya, and Zell Maikori. And please drop your congratulatory messages. Thank you.
Congratulations, Karachi, on publishing your book. This is a huge achievement and I'm very proud of you. I have known you for 17 years and I always admired your talent in anything you do, teaching, music, art, now writing. Congratulations, Karachi, on publishing your book. This is a huge achievement and I'm very proud of you. I have known you for 17 years and I always admired your talent in anything you do, teaching, music, art, now writing. And I'm wishing you a lot of success in your writing career and congratulations once again.
I really liked the book. My favorite character was the Akara Boy. I liked the chant that you kept on saying, like something, they think I'm a toy.
Okay.
You can't catch me, I'm the Akara Boy.
Oh.
But my favorite part of the book was when the road warden opened his mouth and the Akara Boy nearly fell in. Thank you.
Congratulations, Karachi Atiya, on your new book, The Akara Boy. Excited about the idea that you are writing a children's book around a local dish that is about to hit the global stage with a bang. So congratulations on the launch. We're looking at the kids are waiting. They're excited about the book's release and they're waiting. They cannot wait to get their hands on it. So congrats. I wish you the best. I know that Akara Boy is going to hit the global stage. Watch out.
She would fry it brown. Then he would just pop up and run away. Like the joy of the James Brown. Now let's continue reading. Okay. And make sure to like for this video.
I really liked the videos we just watched. And, let me just, quote something one of the boys said from the book. It says, I am the Akara Boy. You can't catch me. That sounds so interesting. And I love the last one who says, please like. So everyone watching on YouTube, I can see some people have clicked on the thumbs up button. I'd like everyone to click on thumbs up button to like this live session, which will be available later. So keep liking it. And guess what? I'm sure you've been wondering, okay, where is Karachi Atiya, the author? So we're going to watch a short interview with Karachi, the author, Karachi Atiya. Now, the interviewer is Mabel Onyekun, and of course, the author is Karachi Atiya. So let's have some virtual claps as we watch this live this interview session, pre-recorded interview session. And remember, if you haven't dropped any congratulatory messages in the chat room, please do so now. Thank you.
Hello, Mrs. Atiya. I'm eating akara, just like the Akara Boy.
Hi, everyone. My name is Mabel. I've been asked to interview our latest author, Mrs. Karachi Atiya. And we're just going to be having a chat about her book and about her in general, so you kind of have an idea of who she is. And then, of course, we're going to talk about the book. Talking to Karachi is easily one of the most enjoyable things I do quite frequently. So this is really fun. I would love to keep all the knowledge I have about Karachi to myself. That would be amazing. But I'm trying to be nice, so I'm going to do the right thing and give you guys the opportunity to get to know her a bit better. So quickly, Karachi, can you just tell us about yourself? Who are you? I know it's a big question, but see how you can, give us an idea of who you are, and then let's just get this going.
Hello, Mabel. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview. I mean, I really wouldn't have anyone else do it. So you asked who's Karachi Atiya. So I'm an educator. I've been in the educational system for about 17 years, going to 18 years. I'm an artist. I'm a thespian. I'm a script writer. I love directing children's theater, so I do quite a lot of children's theater. I'm a chorister. I sing in the choir. I'm married to Dimbo Atiya, and together we are the executive producers of ITK, a TV production company based in Abuja. We're the producers of Sons of the Caliphate, Halita, Drawing Strand, and in a couple of weeks, I think, from here, Still Falling. That's going to be premiering sometime in February. So yes, that's in a nutshell. That's
fantastic. That's a lot. And guys, I can assure you that that's not all she is, but let's just focus on that for the purpose of this conversation. I like to joke to people that I'm a jack of all trades, but Karachi is like a jack of all artistic trades, as you can see. So all these things you've listed, I noticed you didn't say anything about being a writer, which is interesting. You talked about being a screenwriter. Well, hold on, we're getting there. And we're now taking the big step, and she's about to become a published author in a few minutes. Actually, she is a published author already. But yeah, in a few minutes, the whole world is going to get to see this person, this amazing person that I know. So can you just tell us about your journey towards becoming a published author? So talk about your writing and how you got here.
Very interesting question. I didn't say author because, it's a new one. So
it's a new one. It's fresh.
I forgot to add it in.
We'll remind you. It's okay.
Please remind me. A published author sounds really nice. Yeah. So I think getting to writing was it started way back. I was a very good girl. Still, I'm a very good girl, But when I was 7, I got introduced to Enid Blyton.
Oh my goodness!
I tell you, Mabel.
Oh my goodness!
Copy, and it was the wishing tree. I was the wishing chair. Sorry, and I just got that one copy, and I finished it overnight. And I went back to school, took it back, and then there was no other copies, and I had to steal one from my friend's bag. So that's why I started. I'm a good girl.
You were building knowledge, my friend. You were building knowledge. You weren't stealing. You were grabbing the opportunities that presented.
I was grabbing. Oh, very nicely put. I was grabbing opportunities. So I took that book, and my mom caught me. When I got home, and she made me return it the next day. But then I think my love for books and stories and fantasy and thinking about weird, things came from there. And I think my this is not really my first book. I know we'll get to that. Maybe we'll
keep talking.
Yeah, but it's my third book, but my first published one. So in my secondary school, I used to write in exercise books. The first one was all about Tasha, and I would write chapter 1, and my friends would queue up to read chapter 1 before I get the book back to write chapter 2. So that's how I wrote. That's how I wrote.
So you've been on this journey for a while.
I'm telling you, it's been a very long time.
Fantastic.
So yeah, so I'm really excited and stoked. It's been a long time coming, really, but I'm really glad. And there's been quite a lot of encouragement I get from Facebook as well. When you put up posts, just like you, Mabel, in your blog, anytime you put something up, everyone's rushing to read it. So when I put stuff up on Facebook, people read it and give me that sort of feedback.
Yeah.
Where's the book? What's going on? Why haven't you written anything?
Yeah.
So yeah.
But you see, there's a difference between you and I. You were reading, you were reading Enid Blyton, and so was I. But I was reading Enid Blyton, and what it was doing was just inspiring me to dream about the kind of life I wanted to live. It didn't occur to me to write, to try to write anything similar. I would just sit down and feel miserable. Like, why am I not in Sweet Valley High? Why is this my life? But and then yes, I do write, but I write more non-fiction. I like to write about life. Whereas I like the escapism I get from reading what you write, because it kind of takes you away from whatever the mess is here, and fantasy and all that, and it's amazing. And I think working with kids probably has also pushed you in that direction, because
for sure.
I can assure you, guys, I'm special, right? So we had an early copy of the book we're talking about, and my kids had the opportunity to read it yesterday, and my son is like, he absolutely loves it. It's a very interesting story, which I'm not going to get into because that's why you're here for the book launch. But then quickly, one more thing about you before we go into the book. What are your writing quirks? So what are the things that, I feel like most of these artistic, creative people have some weird things they do. What's it called? Your golden hour. So at what point does inspiration hit? What are the unique things about your writing style?
So that's a really good one. I think it's mostly when the environment has to be right. And when I say the environment, it's both the environment within and the environment without. So for the environment within, I'm mostly very gingered and excited to write when I feel warm, at peace, I'm okay, I'm happy, there's no pressure, and I put a lot of pressure on myself. But when that pressure is off and I'm just in an atmosphere of peace and love and serenity, then it works. Now, for my external environment, I always love writing when there's a worship instrumental. So I play a worship instrumental in the background just to keep keep things happening on my inside. That's what pumps ideas quite a lot for me. And I think there's a quirky one, Cold Stone ice cream. I must have I'm not having ice cream when I'm writing, but it should be somewhere in the near future. Do you get like in the future, there's a plan for it after writing this part and something like that. And then I can run for us.
You're very disciplined. Because some of us will listen to the music and they get carried away and do something else. My attention span is like this. Or the ice cream, seriously. But yeah, that's interesting. So now I know when we want inspiration to hit, we buy you Cold Stone ice cream. I'm not going to ask you why Cold Stone in particular, because that's going to be a different conversation. But now let's talk about the book. I know. Let's talk about the book. So the book, for me, I think what really hit me about the book is the fact that it's very, very Nigerian. So one of the things I'm trying to do with my boys is, get them to stay connected with Nigerian food, Nigerian literature, Nigerian stories. And I think what was most interesting when my son Alex was reading it was he was seeing, the illustration is amazing, by the way. So he was seeing places in the book that he actually knew. So he was seeing places in the book and I was like, oh, is this not that place? Or is this not that place? And I'm not going to say the places because everyone needs to buy a copy. So I have a question about the book, a very important question. It really matters to me because you know how I feel about food. There's a lot of Nigerian snacks, right? We have puff puff, we have chin chin, we have moi moi, we have, I don't know why, by the way, I don't know why our Nigerian food names have to be double, puff puff, chin chin, moi moi. Anyway.
We enjoy things 2 times.
They're so good, we have to say it twice. I get that. But the question I have is, why Akara? Of all the different foods, like the title of the book is The Akara Boy. Why Akara? it has to mean something to you, and I really want everyone to know what that thing is.
Okay, so it means something to me, and at the same time, it made functional sense. So first of all, it means something because when I was a child, we would usually, like twice a year, at least twice a year, we'll jump into the back of my dad's Volvo, and we'll go all the way from Lagos to the east for special events, And one of the most exciting things that always happened is when we get to Ore, and we'll pack and we'll buy hot
akara. It was going to be squeezed inside bread, right? It was going to be squeezed between two pieces of bread.
With bread,
or
of
was
course.
It going to go with, okay.
With bread, and this steam will just come, and my mom will quickly buy it, and they'll put, make the akara burger, and we'll drive off, and everybody will be munching on akara while my dad is playing Jim Reeves or something, So those memories.
That was the life.
With me, I love it. And then, my husband can eat akara 3 times, like 4-5 times a day. He loves it so much. So that akara is very special from my family end. But then from the functional side, I told you, is mostly because I was thinking of something that was 1, Nigerian, something 2, that I loved, 3, something that if you fry it, it stays in shape.
Yeah.
Yet I can't say something that is already in shape. You have to first mold it. It has to be moldable. Yeah. And then when you fry it, it has to stay in shape. So that's why
that's very logical. Yeah. I like the way sometimes everything just comes together and it just makes sense. And now that I know the book, I can't think of anything. I mean, I can't think of Buns Boy or Puff Puff Boy. It's just going to be a bit.
No, it has to be local. That was another idea.
Local. And it's something I feel like it's something that every Nigerian can relate to. Akara, it's something that's eaten everywhere. So it's not something that maybe people in the East would know, and
Very true.
Yeah. Another question about the book, probably the last one. The characters in the book. I have questions because I was seeing some of the characters and I was like, it can't be Misha, but who inspired this character? I want to know where the characters. I know you've taught a lot of kids, and you teach kids at a very interesting age where they're really creative and they really have no filter, and so were any of the characters inspired by maybe some of your students, some of your friends, someone in your family, someone you married, someone?
I know, very interesting. So yes and no. First of all, the first character, which was the girl that made the Akara Boy, her name is Fibi, and Fibi was a very good friend, is a very good friend of mine, lives in Lagos. And she taught me like everything having to do with hustle and Lagos is Fibi. So she taught me how to drive like this. And the car we're using was this big wagon family car. So I'll be trying to drive. I'll be pushing bike men into the gutter. And she'll be sticking her head and what's wrong with you? You cannot hear, sorry. So
Phoebe the one that personifies the Lagos hustle.
I'm telling you, she was like, I can't think Lagos and the vibrant life and everything without thinking Phoebe. So that's why the girl who made the Akara Boy is called Phoebe. But then most of the characters that you see in the story were actually inspired by the people you meet in Lagos. Yeah. So yes, exactly. So if you're in Lagos, who's the person that you think? I'm sure if I ask those of us now in the chat room to maybe put something down and say, this is somebody I know I will meet on Lagos streets.
They feature in the book. Yeah.
The characters in my book are. Yes, exactly.
Nice. So thanks. Because I think any Nigerian who's ever been in Lagos or heard about the Lagos hustle can relate when they read the book. I know it sounds a little bit funny. We're talking about Akara, we're talking about Lagos, but it's going to make sense when you buy the book and read the book.
Yes, it will.
Speaking of buying the book, 2 last questions. First one is, and I want you to answer them at once. So the first one is, what was the most difficult part of writing the book? And the second one is, what was your favorite part of the book? So what was the sweetest part for you? And then what was the hardest part for you?
So I think for me, let me start with the hardest part. The hardest part was finishing the book and letting somebody see what I had written. That was very hard for me because I'd written it. I know what I'd written. I'd had it in my head for so long. So it was just a matter of putting it on paper. And then I put it on paper. Finally, release it. share it with somebody. I think the first person to see was obviously the illustrator, because we had to talk about what the pictures would look like and all of that.
Yeah.
But then to even show it to my husband, then show it to other people, like, what do you guys think? That was so hard for me, because this is something that I've cooked in my belly for so long. I thought about it. You know how it is made.
Yeah.
When you have an idea and you've
up until that point when you need to release it, it makes a lot of sense, and then suddenly you start doubting and checking. And but I'm so proud of you for pushing past that fear.
Thank
and
you.
going
I'm
for it.
glad I was
you,
able to.
you have no idea how many of us you've inspired by doing this.
Oh, thank you.
And we expect your remaining 2 books to be published, the ones you've written, and then the ones that are coming, guys. We're about to get into a new era.
There's a very sad story about that one. So I wrote the first one all about Tasha. Second one, Tasha and Ken. And on the last day of school, mates, the very last day when I was leaving school, secondary school, somebody took those books. And I never saw them again. And they were like 5 exercise books stapled together. Like, I cried so much.
Okay. Can I volunteer to be on the lookout for anybody who publishes that story so we can investigate?
In fact, when I was announcing the book launch, one of my secondary school mates popped in and was like, "Oh, she still remembered, because I was in tears. Like, oh, thank you for Tasha and Ken. I hope you found it." You know, I never found the book again, mates. That's why that book never got published. You know, yes,
it's fine. But I know that. I mean, I'm not going to push you, but the story is in your head. And even if it's not that story, you have a lot of stories within you, Karachi.
Don't worry, I've got more.
Yeah, I was about to say that we're stepping into a new era, the era of a new bibliography from Mrs. Karachi Atiya. So I expect that the Akara Boy is just like a teaser, just for us to say, okay, this is what's happening with her interesting brain. But there's just so much more coming. So just before we wrap up, 2 more questions. Who's this book for? And where can people get the book?
Okay, so who's this book for? Oh, sorry, I forgot to say the part I love the most about writing the book. So I think the part I love the most is basically the experience getting ready to write the book, because I think it answers both of. I'll answer who the book is for and my most favorite part, because I wanted the book to resonate with Nigerians. Like I said, I've been in education for 18 years almost. I've taught children from very much loved literature, but then foreign literature. I've taught them from, you know, Humpty Dumpty, poetry, The Gingerbread Boy, Cinderella, Three Little Pigs, foreign stories, really very lovely, but then there's nothing that relates to who we are. And so a couple of years back, I was watching TED Talk. And in TED Talk, a very, very amazing lady, Chika Ezanya Esiobo, did a talk. I think her topic was something on how Africa can use its traditional knowledge to make progress. And then she started her talk by saying, A is for apple. And she went on to say how A is for apple when she bought a chat in traffic.
And apples grown locally.
Like, her child is not going to get this, because apple is not part of who we are as Nigerians. If you're eating apple, then you're mostly privileged and living, in the highbrow areas of the city. But the kids can memorize this, but then they can never see an apple.
They can't relate to it.
Exactly. So that TED Talk hit me hard. It hit me hard because I felt I was to blame. I take responsibility for everything happening in the educational sector. So it's not just...
That's a little heavy, but okay.
And school. But it's also content.
Everything happening in education. Okay.
The content that children can Akara.
I get that.
You understand? So I said, okay, let me take some of this.
Chin-chin. I always have to go back to chin-chin.
So you see what we're saying. So I wanted it to be for children, for them to look and see things they can relate with, things they love, and they can identify. Also, when you talk about age, it goes from 3 right up until 9-year-olds, because it's a very, very, very vast. I wrote it to be quite an amazing educational tool. So 3-year-olds can look at the picture, love the picture, talk about what they're seeing in it. The parents can read the stories to them, and they, enjoy, the journey. The older ones can, because it's written in rhyme. So the older ones can look at the rhyming words, yet the older ones can talk about the similes, can talk about the onomatopic parts of it. So there's quite a lot to learn, And
I know you're the educator, but I think beyond 9, because my 9-year-old really enjoyed it. And by the way, he said he needs a signed copy. So that's between the two of you.
That really
Yes.
means a lot. It really means a lot to me. Even and at the back of the book, Mabes, I put I put two things. I put how to make akara. So
I was going to talk about that. You know, I'm all about recipes.
You can learn
I was
how to
going
make
to talk about that. You can
And I
actually
also
learn
have
how to make akara, make it.
parents guide at the back where teachers and parents can just look and see how they can support their children's learning with the book. So yeah, so
amazing.
9-year-olds, but for Nigerians and also not only Nigerians, Africans, and also for other people from other nationalities.
Anyone who also wants to know more about us as well. So I like the fact that it's both an educational tool and it's actually just a book as well, right? It's for fun and it's for learning. And that's what we try to do, to try and get our kids to learn in a fun way or have fun while learning and all of that. So that's amazing. Where can people get the book?
So you can get the book. You can get it on Flutterwave. I know that at the end of this, sometime in the course of this book launch, you're going to have them displayed also in the chat room and elsewhere. But you can get it on Flutterwave. Just type in the Akara Boy on Flutterwave and you'll see it. It's also on Amazon. You can type in the Akara Boy on Amazon and you'll find it there. And where else? Yeah. So if you want to order within Nigeria, Flutterwave is the place to go.
Are you going to get hard copies or are these only soft copies?
Yeah, so on Amazon, you can get Kindle copies. There are Kindle copies.
Kindle and hard copies as well.
Yes, and hard copies. Yeah, sure.
So this book, guys, this book is for you. It's for your personal library. It's for your kids. It's for your family. If you're trying to build a Nigerian African literature section of your library, you need to have the Akara Boy. It's for your schools. If you donate books to libraries, to local libraries, to schools, to homes, to different places where children meet or children live, please jump on it. Get on Amazon, get on Flutterwave. Just Google the Akara Boy by Mrs. Karachi Atiya. Wherever you see her name, save it, because a lot more is going to come from this space. I'm very, very honored again, like I said at the beginning, to have had the opportunity to interview you. And I'm so happy for you. I'm proud of you for this amazing milestone. I'll be expecting my signed copy. Thank you very much. Signed copies are for everybody. So guys, just buy your own and leave the signed copy for me. All right. Thank you so much. Thanks, Karachi. I'm very, very happy to have been part of this and looking forward to seeing all the amazing stuff that's going to come from you in the next few months, years, and going forward. Thank you.
Thanks so much, everyone.
Wow, what a nice, lovely interview. I was just smiling and grinning like, I don't know, maybe like a he-goat. But that was a really great interview. Throwback to Enid Blyton, Kids Valley High. And, there's something Karachi said during the interview that I want us to take home with us. She talked about, how she creates or, the kind of environment that she stays in to write, okay? The environment within, that's peace, love, and serenity, and the environment without, which you can create, okay? So she says she plays worship instrumentals. Then she also did an unpaid advert. She says Cold Stone Ice Cream. That I know very well, okay? And then I really liked, when the interviewer, May was talking about, her son having read the book. We watched this video earlier, and when he was reading the book, he could see places he actually knew, so that's very interesting. So you should look forward to that when you get the Akara Boy book, okay? Then, jokingly, they talked about the double names, the Chin Chin, the Moi Moi, and Co, So Karachi said, it's so good, we have to say it twice. Very interesting, really. The names of our foods in Nigeria and Africa generally are very interesting. On the question of why Akara, I like the story about hot Akara from Ore. And who has tried Akara Burger? If you've tried Akara Burger, please tell us in the chat room. Okay, what kind of bread do you use for your Akara Burger? Is it agege bread, or is it, the homemade bread, or the other ones that you buy in special bakeries? Okay. I was so sad, and first time I'm hearing about the stolen books. I don't know if I've heard about it. Tasha and Ken, chai. That's so painful to write a whole book, and on the last day of secondary school, the book is stolen. But I agree with May, the story is still in you, Karachi. You may decide to write it, and then of course the new bibliography that the interviewer talked about. And there's a freebie in the book. There's how to make akara. Very interesting. Now, let me recognize some other people who joined us. Special welcome to Bookworm Cafe. There are a lot of you watching online, over 100 people, and I'm sorry I can't mention everyone's name, but let me just recognize Bookworm Cafe. And very interesting comments I'm seeing here. Really, really very interesting comments. Of course, those from RA are saying proudly RA and all that. And I saw something from Mr. Richard White. It says, looking forward to reading the book and trying Akara one day. Congratulations, Akara. Mr. Richard White, you've not tried Akara. You need to do that. Thank God for the recipe in the book, so you can always make Akara. Now, the book, Karachi has already told us who the book is for. So get online. It's available on Flutterwave and Amazon, okay? Just Google Akara Boy by Karachi Atiya, and you'll find where to buy the book. But just check, there's a link for Flutterwave. So look in the chat room, and you will see the link to buy the book. And guess what? There's a discount code just for today, only today, okay? You would be getting the book at a special discount price only for today. And the discount code, which is available per customer. So no matter the number of books, if you're the one purchasing, you have the discount code per customer, any number of books, okay? And the discount code is Akara Boy, one word, all caps. You see it in the chat room. Akara Boy is your discount code. So get punching, stop buying, okay? All right. Thank you very much. And so happy to see that all of you are here, you're engaged, you're loving this, and looking forward to reading Akara Boy or even tasting Akara if you haven't done that before, okay? So next, we're gonna have a short book reading segment by Grandma Wura. Grandma Wura needs no introduction, but let me just say that Grandma Wura is a reverting senior citizen, a grandma character, dedicated to raising a new generation of African global leaders. She does this via stage drama, radio dramas, and live performances at schools. Since 2015, Grandma Wura's Story Theatre has reached over 8,000 people in 44 shows. She's not stopping soon, so let's hear from Grandma Wura.
Hello, 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 hello. This is Grandma Wura, and I know you're wondering why I am so excited. Oh yes, I am so excited because today we will be launching the Akara Boy by one of my favorite persons in the world, Karachi Atiya. Oh, mwah, I love you, Karachi. And you know what? I also love Akara because you have written about one of my favorite delicacies, Akara. Can be eaten any time of the day. Can be eaten in the morning, can be eaten in the afternoon or in the evening, depending on your style, with pap, which is what we call ogi in the Yoruba language, and also can be eaten with custard, or with burger, you know, the bread and all of that as a burger, it can be eaten as a burger. And yes, Karachi, I am so excited about the Akara Boy. Oh my goodness. And you know what? I have been asked to read some pages of the book, and I find those pages really exciting. The book is generally exciting. And so I'm going to go from page 6, you know, and it goes like this, right? 6 schoolboys with assignments for the teacher thought an Akara snack would make their tummies richer. Akara Boy bounced on each one's sheet, leaving oil stains from his yellow oily feet. Sorry, you think I'm a toy? You can't. I'm the Akara Boy. Page 7. 7 tall hawkers with fluffy loaves of bread smiled as thoughts of Akara burgers filled their head. They threw bread at him at the very same time. He climbed them like a stair as he sang his favorite rhyme. Sorry, sorry, you think I'm a toy. You can't catch me, I'm the Akara Boy. 8 hungry traffic wardens by the roadside. One tossed him up and opened his mouth wide. Akara Boy came down and bounced off his nose. Phew. Oh my, that was a bit too close. Sorry, sorry, you think I'm a toy? You can't catch me, I'm the Akara Boy. Oh my goodness, isn't that exciting? You know, the use of rhyme. You know, I just loved the use of rhyme. I enjoyed every bit of reading this piece of work. And basically, one of the things I loved, I really enjoyed the book, about the book, was the illustration. Oh, the illustrations are beautiful. Lovely work, lovely work. And I want to use this opportunity. Before I even go into that, I want to use this opportunity to ask everyone to go out there and ensure you get the Akara Boy. It also has a coloring book, nicely put together, all for your children. Atiya, Karachi Atiya, this is an amazing work that you have put together. And I think the Akara Boy should continue from here. There should be more series of the Akara Boy. You can see that. Very colorful, very beautiful. I totally love this. Well done, Karachi. Please, parents, teachers, schools, everyone, go out there and get the Akara Boy. Bye-bye.
Wow, wow, wow. Sorry, sorry, you think I'm a toy. You can't catch me. I'm the Akara Boy. Some of us, so we cannot really do like Grandma Wura, but just manage. But that's a very, very, very interesting part of the Akara Boy book. And I agree with Grandma Wura, this is just the beginning. Akara Boy should continue with different series and all. And there's the comments in the YouTube. Honestly, the comments are so amazing, so wonderful. And I'm sure you're going to get feedback from Karachi. Honestly, really, really nice feedback. Someone, CCE says, Akara Boy English workbook, loading 2, shirts and stickers too. Wow. Okay. So as Grandma Wura pointed out, the book also has a coloring section of the book. So it's also all fun. Apart from reading, you get to color as well. Well done, Karachi Atiya. Okay, we're gonna next on the agenda, we're gonna, take some presentation or some message from Madame Eyono Fotai Williams. She is the GM External Relations, NLNG, and a woman Karachi holds in the highest regard, a true epitome of all things excellent and lofty in ideas. After her speech, we will take a few congratulatory messages from some special people. So please keep watching, stay tuned, and you know what? Send the link to other people to join us because we still have a wonderful package ahead. Keep dropping your congratulatory messages and remember to buy the book. Discount code is Akara Boy, all capital letters, one word. Okay, and you can just Google The Akara Boy by Karachi Atiya. So let's see the message from Madame Eyono Fatai Williams and other congratulatory messages. Thank you.
I cannot wait to lay my... Dear Karachi, ever inspiring and always smiling, congratulations on this laudable achievement of bringing to us the Akara Boy. I cannot wait to lay my hands on a copy because with you, there is a freshness you bring to bear in everything that you do. With you, there's never a dull moment. Whenever I see you on stage moderating an event, I hold my breath because you have a very special and unique way of weaving through any occasion to bring life and fun into it. We usually find ourselves giggling and throwing our heads back in laughter at these events. Thank you for your kindness as well as the very, very exemplary lifestyle that you live. Great in character and equally great in style. I am thrilled that you have finally put your creativity on paper in the first of what I can imagine will be many books to be authored by you. I look forward to reading someday of one of your books being an entry in the very prestigious Nigeria Prize for Literature. Thank you for taking the time to bring to life what will be a delight for our children so that a countless number of them can benefit from the wealth of your experience. Thank you for being an inspiration to our children and to so many more. Knowing you, I look forward to an animated version of this book, and who knows, Nollywood might also be knocking. Congratulations again, and God bless.
Massive congratulations to you, Karachi, for accomplishing this feat. Although I'm not surprised that you did. You're a practical example of jack of all trades, master of all. And your touch of excellence comes to bear in everything that you do. The Akara Boy, an indigenous title of course, but very well suited for international learning. Well done once again and congratulations.
For every one person that impacts the life of a child, you become one of my favorite persons in the world. And so today, I want to congratulate Karachi Atiya for this beautiful book that you have written for the children titled The Akara Boy. You definitely are one of my favorite persons in the world. Karachi, this is Grandma Wura saying, well done. We celebrate you. Congratulations.
Hey Karachi, how are you? I just stopped by to say I love you. I'm proud of you. I know it's not an easy thing to write a book because there are more people who are not authors than there are who are authors. So well done. You started the project and look at you today. You've written it. I'm so proud of you. I can't wait to read The Akara Boy. I know it's going to be amazing. And from my house, the Ike Sakidoa home, to yours, we love you. God bless you. Keep doing what you do. All right?
Okay, to my dearest wife, the love of my life, the most wonderful woman in the world, this is to say congratulations on the launch of your book, The Akara Boy. You're one person who wears 1,000,001 caps, you know. You've gone from being a teacher to a TV producer to a writer, to so many other things, to a worshiper, to a musician, to a singer, and now to an author. And it's amazing, you know, the things that you're able to do. You keep challenging me every day when I see how you step out to achieve your dreams. It's such an honor to be your husband. It's such an honor to be part of your support system. I remember when all of this idea of you writing a book was just an idea and how it has suddenly become a reality, and we're here today to celebrate you. I know that the Akara Boy is going to impact a lot of children out there. It's going to impact a lot of families because I know that a lot of prayers went into this, a lot of research, and a lot really has gone into making Akara Boy a reality today. I know that this is just the beginning. You've not even scratched half of what God has blessed you with and what God has put in you to impact the world with. That this is just the start of it, and I am very proud and happy that you are achieving your dreams and you're living your dreams. God bless you for taking our time to do this. We hope that children around the world will get to experience what the Akara Boy got to experience in the book. To everybody who has supported Karachi, God bless you for all the support. Thank you for everything, and go read the Akara Boy.
Oh, I was just going, ooh, for the messages. Did you see the celebrities? Such heartwarming messages to Karachi. Karachi, congratulations again. You are very well loved and applauded. I say a big amen to Madam Eyona's prophecies. Let Karachi win a Nobel Prize for Literature in the near future. And let there be an animated version of Akara Boy. And I really like what another lady said. She said it's an indigenous story well suited for an international audience. So please share the links to purchase the book, all the information about where to get Akara Boy online on Flutterwave and Amazon. Well done. Okay, next we're going to have someone very, very special to Karachi, our author, okay? We have him coming to declare the book launch open with a prayer. Now, Uncle Leah Falade is someone that, if you follow Karachi on Instagram, you would have seen that some time ago, she did one video, birthday song for a special somebody. Okay, some of us were like, okay. This uncle, who is he, and all that. But I have come to know Uncle Leah Falade is the one that Karachi talks about everywhere. In fact, let me not complain, but he's a special person. Sang a song for his birthday, like I said before, very special song. So if you want, go and follow Karachi Atiya on Instagram and you see the song I'm referring to. He is her mentor and the general manager production of NLNG. Welcome, Uncle Leah, as he declares the launch open with a prayer. Uncle Leah, over to you.
Thank you very much. Please confirm you can hear me.
Yes. Please go ahead, sir.
All right. Pleasure to meet you, but also a great honor to be doing this for the first book that Karachi is writing, The Akara Boy. Grandma Wura talked about the two of them. So this is the book itself, and this is the coloring book. And I can't emphasize it enough. Please get a copy. Karachi, really proud of you. Never cease to be proud of you. Never cease to be amazed at the grace of God over your life and the blessing that God has made you to humanity. Thank you very much for not holding back. Thank you very much for just allowing yourself to be a vessel by which lives are being blessed on a daily basis. You perhaps don't appreciate how much you have been a blessing. So I have the rare privilege of praying over this book, and my prayer is that this book will be a point of contact to many African, raising of African Nigerian youths who are proud of their heritage, people who are willing to rebuild the wasteland, people who are willing to give it all that it takes for the glory of Africa to shine forth. Africa is an undiscovered continent, and the light will shine from Africa and shine to other parts of the world. And Karachi, you are part of that. As people read this and reconnect back to the root of Africa, back to the root of Nigeria, that many more will be inspired by it, and that to be one that will be a huge blessing that will even outlive you. I pray that there will be abundant sales. The sales will also be used to do greater things. And Karachi, this is not going to be the last. You will do many, many more. We look forward to, just like Yono said, celebrating you being one of the nominees, and if not the recipient of the Literature Prize globally. And we are very confident that you will get there. Proud of you. Thank you very much. Thanks everybody that has been online. This is a momentous moment. This is a great one. It's a historic one. I'm proud that you are part of it. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, Uncle Leye. I hereby apply for you to also be my mentor, because Karachi doesn't want to share. But thank you very much, and a big amen to all your prayers. May Karachi win prizes for literature. May this book, generate much sales, even much more than is available, so that we can keep printing and printing. And may people be inspired to also release their potential as they read the book. So everyone, why don't you type in questions? If you have any questions for Karachi, I see that everyone's typing amen. Thank you so much. Type in your questions, any questions you have for Karachi, the author, about the book or any other thing. Just ask questions, because we're going to have a live Q&A session with Karachi in a short while. So as you type in your questions, please click on the link to buy the book. There's a link for Flutterwave, and I think someone will paste the link for Amazon. But in the meantime, on Amazon, all you have to do is type The Akara Boy by Karachi Atiya, and you'll be able to purchase the book. And on Amazon, you can purchase the Kindle version or the hard copy version. But I see from some comments that someone is saying that children would prefer to have the hard copy book. So go ahead and order these, because there's some activities they'd love to do. And you see, Uncle Leye showed us the book and the coloring book. So please buy. Okay. Now, next, before we take the live Q&A session, is who can guess what's next on the agenda? We're going to do a toast, but it's a special kind of toast. Okay, if you can quickly rush and get some things. Yeah, we can't see, but guess what? You can actually take a picture of you toasting to Karachi and do a post tagging Karachi on Instagram, or you can tell us in the chat session what you're going to use to toast. Now, for those of you that have Akara in your house already in anticipation of the launch, why don't you put your Akara together? And then you know that some of us drink Gary with spoon, some people drink Gary with cup. So if you want to toast with Gary inside your cup, go ahead. If you have Kunu or Zobo or any local drink, or any drink at all, but please let us toast to Karachi. And to lead us in this toast is our dear Lydia Shobogon. Over to you, Lydia, as we toast to Karachi, who has given us the Akara Boy.
So if this was a wedding toast, I would say, I met Karachi 13 years ago. But since this is not a wedding toast, let me start by saying, I met Karachi 13 years ago. But jokes aside, Karachi has been one of the most creative human beings, that I've ever met in my life. And there is no one more deserving of success than you, Karachi. So this is to you, and this is to the success of the Akara Boy. May it go places that you've never heard of. May the success of it be resounding. May it open your names to people who you've never heard of. May this bring opportunities that you would have never imagined. There's no one more deserving of success and of anything good than you. So cheers with my strawberry flavored kunu. Cheers to you. So if this was a wedding toast, I would say, I met Karachi 13 years ago.
my strawberry flavored kunu, like Lydia. Okay, cheers everyone. Remember what I said. Take a selfie, and say cheers to Karachi. Post on Instagram, post on Facebook, tweet about it, and then tag Karachi Atiya. Okay. And how many of you have bought the book? If you've been able to buy the book, why don't you drop that in the comment section? We can see Read Land Africa. Of course, we give special recognition to the book people, and as we appreciate everyone. So we're toasting to Karachi. Now, I just want to read out some questions from YouTube. Okay. I just saw one from Jaria. She says, who are some of your influencers? So Karachi, I know you're there. Jaria wants to know, who are some of your influencers and inspiration in writing? Children's books are often read aloud, so I love that you chose a poetic style and the Sare refrain. Sare, you think I'm a toy, you can't catch me, I'm the Akara Boy. So Karachi, tell us, okay? Are we ready for that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here.
So, influencers and inspiration. Tell us.
Okay, well, so I would say my influence. First of all, hello everybody. Thank you so much. I'm so stoked that you took time this Saturday afternoon. In Nigeria, Saturday is so precious. It's like gold. So thank you for coming to sit with me. I really appreciate it. So I would say my influencer was one person and one person only. And that person is Enid Blyton. I love Enid Blyton books, The Wishing Chair, The Enchanted Tree, and all the little stories, Dame Wash a Lot. So the more I read the stories, I was lost in the world of books. I think that's one of the biggest gifts my parents gave me, the ability to love books. And so the more Enid Blyton books I read, the more I was inspired, the more my vocabulary grew and got better. And then obviously, naturally, I started scribbling things down right from when I was a child. So that's where most of my inspiration. If you don't have any Blyton, Nancy Drew, some of that she wrote, Sweet Valley High, Secret Seven, Famous, it just goes on and on and on. So please, get that book for your children if you haven't. So that was my inspiration. And then what was the second question? What was the second part of it that you asked me, Chinwe?
Well,
yeah.
What
was the second part of the question you asked me, Chinwe?
Yeah, so she also just mentioned that she likes that you took the poetic style. So it was more like a comment. She just said, who are your influencers and inspiration? So maybe the second part would be inspiration apart from the person of Enid Blyton. And then she just, nice comment that you took the poetic style.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. Poem, I love poetry. In primary school, we're made to cram poetry, the listening tree, and I had to stand like this. Are you there knocking on the door? So it wasn't very warm for me in primary, but the older I grew, the more I fell in love with prose and poetry. And so it just made perfect sense for me to tell a Nigerian story that way. And I think as Nigerians, we're very poetic, we're very witty, we're funny. So anything Nigerian is poetry, is wittiness, it's fun. And that's what I really wanted the book to portray. So thank you so much for that. And then of course, everyone says it's a lot that God is their inspiration, but literally, God is my inspiration. Like you can't be a teacher and do well with your children if you're not inspired, because every day is different. And so for this book, I had to be inspired. Every page, every scenery, every picture, everything you see in this book was carefully thought out and planned. Ibe and Anaba, I felt so sorry for him. That was the award. I love him so much. Ibe, the award-winning artist that illustrated my book. But every comma, every picture, I just wanted children to fall in love with everything that it meant being Nigerian. The good, the bad, the ugly, whoever we are as a people is being celebrated in this book. So God had to bring that inspiration to life. So I would say those two.
Fantastic. The G factor, always consistently, effective. Nice one, Karachi. And I'm seeing lots of comments. Some people are talking about how you look so gorgeous. Yes, you do look so gorgeous. I'm beefing you. You look gorgeous as always. And you know, some of the comments are like, they're not even surprised that you have come up with a book. You know, it's not surprising. People are excited, but it's no surprise, Karachi. And you know, I was just thinking today, if I was to give you a middle name, you know, it would be Excellence. But you know, there's some names that when you give, you'll be wondering, okay, what part of Nigeria are you from? I don't want to mention the part where you have names like Important and all that. But excellent, really. Karachi, you always do things excellently, and I'm really proud of you personally.
Thank you.
Okay, there's a comment from Oge Taiwo. She said it would be nice to have it on Audible. Better still if read by Karachi herself. And like I said, well, Karachi is actually a voice actor. So it won't be hard for Karachi to read out this book, okay? So Karachi, let me take it as a question. Any plans to have an audio version of the book and put it on Audible or any other platform where people can buy the audio version?
Sure, there's a big plan. And it's so funny you should mention that. So someone reached out to me yesterday about putting together the audiobook. And it was one of the people that I love and I respect the most when it comes to performance and, you know, putting an audiobook together. So watch out. There's a lot more coming. There's an audiobook coming. There are teaching videos coming using the Akara Boy. You know, remember I told you that it's also a teaching resource. So from 3-year-olds to 9-year-olds, there's a lot to learn from the book. So I'm going to be releasing little videos that teach different stuff from the, you know, from the book. So look out. Yes.
Amazing. And you know, even though I'm not in the age range you just mentioned, I'm also looking forward to it because I don't know how many people have that effect. Just sometimes you just read children's book, it does something to you. Sometimes it's just that nostalgia of remembering the books you used to read then. And then, you know, it just makes you feel young again. It just gives you that, you know, heart of a child and all that. So as much as we know that it's a working book for that age range, I know that everybody will love it. And also, do you know that the grandmas and grandpas actually prefer children's books? So everyone out there, they're thinking of what to send to grandma, grandpa, or the great uncle somewhere. You know, there's some people that are just sitting down, they're looking for what to read and all that. Just send it. So buy as a gift. Don't just buy only one copy. Buy as many as you can. And like we said, the price for today, the 16th of January 2021, is just for today. And this is not, you know, one of those things we just say. And my dear, there's something, a system already in place. Once it's 12 midnight, the price changes. Okay, you are Karachi and I are from one part of Nigeria that they say we like money, but you know, there was an investment for the book, so we have to get it back. So please order now. The discount code is Akara Boy in capital letters, one word, capital letters. Get it on Flutterwave. The link is there in the chat room. And then to find this on Amazon, just look for, just type the Akara Boy by Karachi Atiya. Now we want to do something fun. So on your gadgets, please just type menti.com, menti.com. So while we're getting feedback from you on YouTube, right? We also want to put feedback on the screen, you know. So menti.com. How many people are there on menti.com? menti.com. Now the code on menti.com is 9981518. So you will see it in the chat room. 9981518. How many people are there? Let's go. We're doing live polls. Live polls on menti.com. 9981518. Let us see how many people on menti.com, and we can launch the poll. We're still taking congratulatory messages. And if you just joined us, this is Karachi's book launch of the Akara Boy. And thankfully, because it's on YouTube, I'm sure you can rewind, okay, to the beginning part of this book launch session. So We at menti.com. Now let's take the first question on menti.com. Where should Akara Boy go next? Where should Akara Boy go next? So we know that Akara Boy, took a tour around, I think Lagos, and went to some places. And in the book was mentioned some places he went to. So where should Akara Boy go next? Where should Akara Boy go next? Someone said Canada. Oh yeah. Abuja. Okay, let's see some more places. Abuja again. Yeah. Where? Type on menti.com and the code is 9981518. Ibadan, Enugu. Okay. Someone said everywhere. Oh wow. Someone said Surulere. Another person says Aba. Interesting places. Oh, USA. Where in USA? I see a name. I see a sentence. Okay, like on menti.com, just make it short. 1 word, 2 words, make it very short so you can see it on the screen. Karachi, so this Akara Boy tour now, the series, is it from state to state, from country to country? Yeah, radio. And this one, you have illustrations, so you will be going around taking the pictures and all that. That's interesting. I'm even thinking, people should take a picture of a spot, around them, and post on Instagram or Facebook and co, and then tag you to say, bring Akara Boy here. And you say the name of the location. Okay? All right. I think we should just go to the next question. That's interesting as to where Akara Boy should go. It doesn't need to stop. You can drop it as a comment in the YouTube chat. You can also do a post, post the picture of a place and say, Akara Boy, we're waiting for you at Agege, we're waiting for you at so, and tag the author, Karachi Atiya. Okay, the next question. What topics or themes or areas would you want to see covered in a fictional children's book? Okay, what topics or themes or areas would you like to be covered in a fictional children's book? It could be anything. Just type in 1 word or 2 words or 3 words, very short topic. What do you want us to see? So that Karachi can have a list of target books that she can cover. What topics, themes, or areas would you want to see covered in a fictional children's book? Let's go. I'm waiting to see. Let's go. Okay, should I say what I want to see? I would like to see a fictional children's book which addresses something my daughter said during our prayer session that we should pray about, and it's misuse of authority. Because you say bullying and all that for other ones, but she says misuse of authority. So misuse of authority could be parents' abuse of authority, it could be friends and all that. And in describing that, I said authority could be when you just have power to do something. So even a child can misuse authority. I can misuse my authority to own maybe a drink or something, and because somebody wants part of it, I use that to manipulate the person. So misuse of authority, it would be interesting to see. Okay, we're saying wow. Life of a child. Someone's saying animated. Someone is saying, so I'm trying to read out what I'm seeing on menti.com. Animated, self-esteem. Someone is saying self-esteem. An illustrated children's book on self-esteem. We're seeing also sports. That's interesting. Someone said restaurants. Interesting. Nigerian festivals. Interesting. Nigerian mothers with. Okay. Someone said romance, but I don't know. For children's fictional book. Someone's comment anyway. I really like the idea of Nigerian festival. Okay, let's see more comments. It's just flashing on the screen. Nigerian culture. Of course, culture covers a lot of things. This is a tall list for Karachi, but I guess there's some other book authors watching with us on YouTube that joined us, and then they can just pick from these ideas. Did somebody say Fanta Boy or Burna Boy, I'm not sure. And I can see some people are still typing places they want Akara Boy to go to, like Ibadan and Canada. Oh, someone says they want us to write about kindness. Oh, I like this one. Decent dressing. Decent dressing. So let's just someone is saying Jos is a beautiful location for a book. Maybe about to be a location. So many comments, which Karachi. So you're gonna have to sit for this session all from the beginning to the end, because the comments are amazing. You need to read and get feedback and all that. So I can imagine you're gonna have a session with some balls of Akara and maybe Akamu or Kumu later today, to see all the comments. Well, thank you everyone for being so participatory, Thank you for participating. And of course, the most important, remember how many people have bought the book. So get on Flutterwave, get on Amazon, shop, buy the book. Now, the good thing about buying a book is that, you have it for almost forever, really. And this kind of book is not limited to a particular time. It precedes generations. So you can keep the book, pass it on to your children, your children's children, and all that. It's not the kind of book that you buy and say, okay, it's COVID-19. COVID-19 is over. Dump the book or start tearing the book or give an Akara seller to use the pages of the book. Right, Karachi? This book is something that, exactly. So buy the book, like I said, for all ages, even though, there's a target group, buy the book and gift it. So there are schools that might be watching now. If you want to do a bulk order, right? Buy a few today, but if you want to do a bulk order, you can actually reach out to Karachi, send her a direct message on Instagram. We could also send her an email, okay, but just send a direct question on Instagram. And that takes us to the competition which Karachi had posted on Instagram, okay? The competition was Where is Akara Boy? And we had some people participating, and there's a winner who is supposed to send a DM to Karachi Atiya. I think I will announce the winner in a bit, but I think I really want you to confirm to me that you are buying the book, okay? The discount code for today only is Akara Boy, one word, capital letters. Okay, that's the discount code. You could get the book. So please buy the book. I would want Karachi to actually announce the winner of the competition as she gives us the vote of thanks in a few minutes. But really, can we get more congratulatory messages on YouTube? And I'm seeing some other ideas for books. Someone's talking about dreams. Someone's talking about self-esteem again. Some people are saying relevance, relationship, and I'm seeing a lot of congratulatory messages for Karachi. I'm so touched by the number of people that have joined and all the goodwill and all the messages. It just shows, Karachi, that you've touched so many lives. People love you. I love you, and I know a lot of people that love you. We have our tribe, and we're all here online to support you and all that. So I'm going to hand over to Karachi. Wow, is this over? I can't believe it. Is it over? Oh, so we're going to play the theme song, for the Akara Boy later, and so for us to listen to it and just have a nice time. And then Karachi would please announce the winner of the competition, if there's a winner already, and then give us the vote of thanks. So Karachi is going to give the vote of thanks. I was going to start mentioning names, people to appreciate, but of course that's not for me to do. Karachi, over to you. But there's a video I think we're going to watch before Karachi comes on. So thank you very much. I didn't introduce myself earlier. My name is Chinwe Odibuegu. Who am I? I'm Karachi's friend. That's all I'll say. I'm Karachi's friend, and I think that's important enough, as a title or a role. So Karachi, I love you. Thanks everyone for joining, and let's hear from Karachi. Bye. Buy the book. Buy the book. Buy the book. Bye.
Hello, Mrs. Atiya. I'm eating Akara, just like the Akara Boy.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Chuen. Thank you very, very much. Oh wow. What a day has been. I've been looking at some comments and I've been so touched and so happy and stoked at what I've seen. Thank you very much everyone for sitting with me for this book launch. Your words, your support, your kindness has meant so much. Now, we're Nigerians, and we all know that it's when we do the vote of thanks, that's when Nigerians want to, at least they've attended the events, they will now sky it. So please, I want to beg us to please don't leave yet, sit a while with me and join me to honor a few people who helped me put this together. Don't log off. These are like the credits you see at the end of a film. And you know, Nigerians, we have no patience for that. So please sit with me. I just have a few people to thank. First of all, I want to thank God, the only one who molds vessels from clay. And regardless of what men call his creation, he still sits refining, purifying, using, helping, loving till he is done. I drop all accolades. I salute you, God, and every day I drop it at your feet and I return empty to status quo. There's no me without you. So thank you so much, God. Secondly, I'd like to thank my mom and my dad of blessed memory, who paid the price early so that we could rest and they could rest later as well. I still have very unfond memories of the knocks I received for not pronouncing words well or for being slow to finish a book and give you a summary after the 9 o'clock news. And so thank you so much for making me a girl who, even though I was hit hard early in life, you know, but you chose to raise me not different from every other person. And what everyone is saying today is an ode to that. So thank you to my parents. Thank you to Dimbo, Atiya, for supporting me in this. A husband of 10 years and counting, my avid coach and critic, the one who I pursue after to meet the standard of high excellence that he sets for himself and also for our family. Thank you, and cheers to many more goals that we both will meet together. And of course, to my exciting gifted siblings who are always there to rob ideas and who will be the theses of some mischievous books I'm going to be writing in the future, illustrated children's book or something of that sort. Thank you so much, Ugochukwu Che, to Benga Yusuf, who has helped me think differently and supported me greatly. He's the one that shot the Akara Boy video at the very beginning, and he has always been one of my loudest chair leaders. So thank you so much, Benga. To Bez and Joshibu, who sang the Akara Boy theme song. And of course, to everyone in the room when he played was singing it all day long. So thank you so much, Bez. You're a brother from another mother, and I love and I appreciate you. To Auntie Omobolanle Edwards, Grandma Wura, who went over and beyond to support me in this. Grandma Wura was not feeling too well when it came time to record, but she just jumped out and recorded that video that we watched today. I love you. In my head, no other voice could have read the words of that book. I've played it in my head over and over again, and every time it's been yours. So cheers to future collaborations. To Dr. Abiye Alamina, who said yes to everything I asked for. He's the MD of Obey Media. They're the ones that printed the book. And I'm so proud that they're an African company and the quality of what they produce was excellent. Let's show them a little more what the African metal looks like and that we're capable of doing things excellently. To the RA community of men, women, children who have loved me, pushed me, helped me, raised me, sang, supported. I love you people with every bit of my heart. Your family. And I thank you. I salute you. I doff cap. And I thank you with everything within me. And then to all the children that I have ever taught in some capacity, who helped me see where the gaps were. To all the parents of those children who encouraged me and who took the time and who will also take the time to shop for this book, because they think that African stories are worth telling. A big thank you to every single one of you. To Omos he helped me put the book together, the words in the book, who took, sometimes I'll call him 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning, and tell him, this color hue, I don't like this, change that one. Can you put, this one here and there?
and a calmer person I do not know. Almost thank you. To Amuche, my amazing little sister who sat over YouTube. She was the one that moderated the YouTube session today, and greeting my honored guests when I could not. Thank you. My brother saw well when he saw you. To Chinwe, my event host. Chinwe said she's my friend. I've known her since Sunday school in our Savior's Church in Lagos. So we were kids together. It's amazing what girlfriends can do when they support one another. And Chinwe, you've been that for me today. I love you. Thank you so much. To Lydia Shobogun, Idakola Shobogun. Lee, I love you. You're just amazing. You've always been the sounding board for all my crazy ideas. If there's anything that's popping up in my brain, I call you first and we talk about it and you listen quietly, only saying, I think you should. So thank you so much, Lydia. Thank you for the toast today. Thank you to Ibe Ananaba, the illustrator for the Akara Boy. Ibe is amazing. I met him when I was freelancing for Insight Communications. And he has just been amazing. Thank you for taking all the nitty gritty. Ibe, can you put a lizard on the wall? Ibe, I want a rat to run across this page. I want it to look like Akara in the pot. There was nothing I didn't throw at Ibe, and he took every single one of them. Thank you so much, Ibe. I love you. I love you. Thank you. And this is to many more projects ahead of us. To Mrs. Osuchukwu, I call her my fairy godmother. She sees and hears and advises and shares tirelessly so that many people like me can stand on her shoulders and be the people that we are. I appreciate you, Mrs. Osuchukwu. Thank you, Mr. Richard White, my head teacher. I mean, someone who supports and hails. I don't know, another person. Always supporting, always hailing. We need more head teachers like you in Nigeria and, of course, in other places in the world. To everyone who supported me, you know yourselves. Sometimes your names are too much for me to call. Maybell, that did the interview for me. Mabes! Thank you, my no-nonsense friend who knows how to call me back to order when I start getting, too many things fill my head. And maybe will just set me back on the straight and narrow with a few well-placed scolded words or words of scolding or whatever the English is. Thank you so much, Mabel. I love and appreciate you. To everyone, you all know yourselves. You've supported me. I'm sorry I can't call all the names here, but oftentimes you've made me blink, especially this week. I've seen your comments on WhatsApp. I've seen the way you're supported me. I've read it. I've blinked. I'm wondering, did he really type what I thought he did? Is she really saying this? So thank you so much for that support. It really meant a world to me. My father will honor you. To Pastor David Obweli and Mommy Sir, I love you deep, deep. You burn the midnight oil so that people like me can sit and feed fat of God's grace that He has multiplied in you. Thank you so much. And of course, finally, not the least, Uncle Leye, who runs a love-fueled, no excuses ship. If he mentors you, he will fool you with love, but there is no excuse why you cannot deliver excellently and even supersede. Uncle Leye, I salute you. I pray that I keep making you proud. To NLNG, who is still a jump-off point for many a dream. To Aria IS, my home. To Nigeria, the most colorful and indomitable land in all existence. So thank you, everyone, for carving out time to sit a while with me. And thank you for enjoying this with me. We're going to just play the music that guides us off into the sunset. I wish I could serve you all with Akara and Ogi, or cold Ijebugari with ice and coconut and granuts, just the way we do it in Nigeria. But thank you so much for being with me. I love you guys. And yes, I was just reminded, someone asked me who was the winner. So there's a bit of a controversy there. There are two winners. The very first winner is a gentleman. When the pictures were still very tough and nobody could tell, where those places were, he guessed. Almost 75% of them were correct. And that person is Mr. Emeka Anyalewechi. So congratulations, you won a hamper from Baskets and Boxes. We'll be contacting you for your details and we'll send that across to you. And then for the second prize, there's a bit of a fight going on in Facebook. This is because somebody got everything correct but won. And then somebody else now copied the one that they had put there and now got that one that the other person got wrong. And so it's now a bit of a competition between both. of both people. But we'll look into it. Don't worry. If we need to get an extra hamper, we will get an extra hamper, and we'll announce that on Facebook later on today. I see a question on on YouTube. Are there plans to translate the book? Oh, awesome. Thank you, Sandra Okiro, for that question. Are there plans to translate the book or publish in other languages, starting with Nigerian languages and then foreign languages? Sandra, I'm not going to lie and tell you that there was a plan. There was none. But now, Sandra, thanks to you, there is a plan. Actually, I just had French in my head. I don't know why I didn't think other Nigerian languages and other languages as well. So thank you so much for that, Sandra. We will definitely be putting that in the works. Thanks for sharing your ideas. People are interested in collaborating. Please contact me. Oh my God, I feel so overwhelmed with the love. You're the best. Please contact me if you want to. You know how to find me on Instagram at Karachi Atiya, on Facebook, Karachi Dimbo Atiya. So please do get back to me. I love you all and thank you for sitting with me. Have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday and goodbye.
Akara, just like the Akara Boy.
This is a story about a boy, a very, very special boy. He wanted to be free. There was so much he could see. He wants to run around the world, see all the places in the world. But all he had was a song, and everybody sang along.